Right, welcome everyone. Welcome back to the official No Nonsense podcast. I'm Paul. Today, we're joined by a Welsh gift, a Welsh warrior. Do you know what? We spent time with this fella before we went to Cardiff. Battered the boat back in October. And what a man. He was a lovely man, funny man, game as a badger. Dead hungry for what he's doing. Loads of passion. Anyway, welcome, Nicky Reese.
Hello, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Means a lot, mate. Cheers. Thanks for having me back on. Nice to meet you, lad.
It's warranted, mate. You touched me and Nick's when we visited you in Cardiff, mate. You were a good interview.
I think it was really nice. I think we all gelled straight away together. The three of us were there, you know. And every time I see it's a pleasure bumping into you guys and talking to you every time. To be fair, so really grateful on my end as well, mate.
How are you anyway, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, really good. As I say, been flying through the training. It's going really well. I'm really looking forward to crossing the bridge and fighting for a change. I think I fought in Cardiff every time this year. So I'm keen to get up to Stoke and put a show on and get back to winning ways. I put a decent camp in, about a week away in between, but I still done a bit while I was out in Egypt. As I say, the camp's gone really well. There's no injuries yet. Nothing yet. Nothing. I haven't picked nothing up. No niggles or anything. A couple of black eyes again along the way, but apart from that, mate, yeah, standard. It's all just can't wait. Just really looking forward to get it done, son.
Yeah, part of that.
Yeah, of course, mate. It wouldn't be a camp without a black eye, mate, or a bit of blood, would there?
I know, mate. I went walking once. I was part of the weekend as well, mate. For the boys and that we won, but
love it. It's part of the game, but part of the territory, as they say, you know.
Exactly, it's all fun games.
I actually look weird when I haven't got a black eye now. That's how you say I'm getting it. I'm like
just to getting fucking second prizes.
Yeah. Before we get into it, Nicky, for those who don't know, you're on here on this channel. Who are you, mate? How did you get into the Albert?
Right, okay, Nicky Reese, obviously. I boxed as a teenager, mate. I've done quite a bit as a teenager. It's over 30 fights. And as I say, I went then, being a South Wales Valley boy, I went on the route of rugby with the lads and stuff and left it go. This time last year, I got back in the ring for a friend of mine, Brett Collier, who's diagnosed terminal with cancer. I went to do a white collar event. I planned on doing one fight, raise some money for Brett and his family to go and create a few memories before he passed away, and which he was successful with. We raised over £1,000 for Brett. Unfortunately, he lost his fight with us this year, so as I say, big up Brett, love his bits, mate. Yeah. But and after that, Rocky seen me on that fight from the Welsh Combat Series, and I got roped back into the unlicensed scene. I've had a really good year with that. I fought for a title in August, I think it was, where Steph was on site that day in the Vale watching, and obviously invited me to a fight on Bantamweight. I was a little bit reluctant at first, obviously stepping into the bare knuckle, but you know, I mulled it over. And I thought I'm getting on a little bit now. Why not? Let's take these boxes off. And now I've had one. I really don't want to fight with gloves on again, boys. To be fair, it's just a fucking hell of a, sorry for swearing, it's an hell of a buzz, like. And I'd say I don't think I'd be reluctant to put gloves back on now after having a bare knuckle anyway. Put it that way.
Yeah,
it's a lot better as well. It's more raw, the bare knuckle. It's with the gloves on, eh?
It's nice, mate. It's nice. They say the punches stung a bit more than fucking hurt, like, you know. But it's a fight at the end of the day. Do the people now, they say, "Oh, you're nuts, you're crazy," and I just don't understand what they are saying. Like, they might think, you know, and yeah, I know 1% of people will ever do it or whatever it may be. But it's just another fucking fight, boys. If you go out on the piss, you could end up having a bare knuckle fight outside the kebab shop when you're going home, like, you know. So it's only a fight, and that's it. I don't understand. But
just mental hinge, that's what it is.
Yeah.
There's no other way to describe it. It's good.
Yeah, it's a nice buzz when they say, like, when you're walking out, you got your music on, you got your fans there. I don't think there's anything on the planet will touch that excitement, nerves, that all that, roller coaster of emotions going through your body. I don't think there's anything will do it long may continue. I want to do as much as I can before I fucking knock it on the head, like.
Yeah. Going back to your debut, mate. You fought Tony Barrett,
Yeah.
who's a formidable opponent. He's a veteran, isn't he? In bare knuckle. Talk us through that, mate. What was it like?
Well, as I say, I took the fight against Tony. I knew I was going to be up against it. He's seasoned. He's a tough guy, like, but I was also keen to test myself against someone like that. I think that's a fighting spirit. Any man who's a fighter, I think I'd rather be involved with the war than having, a walkover fight as such. Not a walkover, but an easier fight. I'd rather, if I had a choice of two, I'd always take the tougher fight. Tony's a lovely guy. I've touched base with Tony quite a bit since the fight. He's invited me up to train with him and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But going back to the fight, he's a tough bloke. First round, I think I done really well against him. Watched the fight back. We both got two punches at each other, both landed a few. Second round, then I'd say we deep into the second round when he caught me with a cracking punch and he split me just above my eye. The blood then, hampered my vision, and Tony took advantage of that with being an experienced fighter as he was, and he finished me well. Full credit to Tony that night. He was the better man. He landed the more telling shots, and I respect, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Well, sometimes, mate, not all fights go your way. What would you say was your biggest lesson you learned from that?
I don't know, after speaking with Tony and stuff, he's told me, like, when I was coming forward at him, if I kept coming, chances are I would have had him, he said. So I think when I put my foot on the gas, it's from boxing where you're going in and picking off 1 or 2, 3 shots and then coming back out. I think when you get in the mix with this game, you want to stay in there more. As I say, it's still a bit of a learning curve on the bare knuckle for me. So as I said, taking advice from now seasoned fighters and, training different ways to where I train for a normal boxing match. Trying to keep the intensity up more when I do get in. Obviously, being a shorter fighter, everyone's taller, so I've got to work my way in. I think when I get in, I need to stay in now and do the job, So, it's a learning curve still for me. Be fighting someone of his caliber on my first fight is a big learning curve. So, Tony's given me some advice since then, and he's even offered for me to go and stay up in Kent with him to train, which I'll be taking him up on for my next fight. So, I think it's just listening, taking on board what others are saying, and the advice they've got for me to change my style a little bit from the boxing style that I've got to the bare knuckle style, which I need now.
Yeah.
Just keep the pressure. Just keep the pressure on, rather than stepping off the gas. A bit better.
Yeah, definitely. The same with the
shorter.
Yeah, with the boxing, and obviously I've been going in, picking off 3 or 4 punches or whatever, and then jab my way back out and set to go again. I think with this game, I did once I'm in, just fucking get in and get it done. Like,
that's it. No time for overtime. That's like,
we don't get paid for overtime. You're right enough, mate.
No, mate.
There's no shots wasted, Disney, in the bare knuckle. It's
sorry, mate.
I said there's no shots wasted in the bare knuckle.
Yeah. No.
It's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. If I say it's enjoyable as well, boys. It's as brutal as it is, and people may think it's brutal. I think I read something the other day. The scientists have, said that boxing with gloves on is more dangerous and causes more brain trauma than what it does without gloves. So people can say what they want. Yeah, people can say what they want about it. And as I say, it's all them fuckers, the ones who moaning about it, getting in the ring and doing it. It's us who's doing it, not them. So,
just leave the lefties to the side.
Sorry, mate.
Just leave the lefties to the side.
Yeah. Get out of that, kid. Get out.
Well, so you're fighting Matt Stoley on the 6th of December.
Yes.
What have you changed in your camp this time round?
Not a great deal. Obviously, slight training tweaks. I've upped my cardio, I've upped my rate. working my work rate just to try and obviously keep the intensity up more. My cardio's always been good anyway for the last few fights. As I say, when I first come back in, I struggled a little bit because I was so overweight when I started. But yeah, I just trying to make the rounds just more punches, more movement and everything. So just to keep it going intense as I can, really, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we all know camp's tough anyway, isn't it? What would you say the toughest part of this camp's been?
Oh, training well as the way in Egypt, I reckon, mate, because I was on an all-inclusive holiday. I think I was the only one in an adult hotel on an all-inclusive holiday. They weren't drinking. I looked like a right fucking puff
Yeah.
out there, to be honest. So, yeah, I think getting the motivation and everything to keep... I had a few road runs out there, a few gym sessions. Wasn't as intense as I trained back home, but still put some graft in. And running in that Egyptian sun weren't fucking easy, mate, let me tell you. So I'm surprised I'm not at weight already, to be honest with you, pal.
Just try to look at the comments. There's no comments in the fucking chat there, so.
Come on, Nick. What's he?
Sorry, mate.
It's just a comment, mate.
Nah, people saying hello, good luck and stuff. They're just trying to see if anybody would like to ask questions.
All right, okay.
Nicky, then fire them up, and then we can obviously say it.
We'll get a few questions from the chat.
Yep.
So what would you say? What would you say, Nicky? You learned most from your first bare knuckle with Tony Barrett?
Duck. Learn how to duck. I got to learn how to duck. Nothing, mate. I'd say on the learning side, obviously, it's come from after the fight, really, when I've taken advice from experienced bare knuckle fighters. There's a few come out of the woodwork now. Now they've seen I've stepped into it and had chat to me, even if it's just a little chat, 10 minutes here and there, and just get a little bit of guidance from them, really. It's just, as I say, just changing my style, tweaking my style slightly, just to suit bare knuckle more than what it is boxing. Not a great deal needs to be changed, really. I've got the art, I've got the commitment to say, as you said, I'm game as a fucking badger. So yeah, I think I I'm coming up to Stoke, fucking put on a show and get a big win and get myself back on track. That's my plan. And yeah, I say it's just little tweaks. It's all, mate. I don't think it's a great deal needs to be changed. It's just so slightly like mindset and so on, and just a different game plan maybe to what I'd have in a boxing match,
Yeah. Do you know much about your opponent for the 6?
Not a great deal, mate. Obviously, I've heard he's had a good, quite a decent, lengthy boxing career. For him to step into bare knuckle, he's obviously game as well. I don't think anyone who steps into it isn't, to be fair. I think he works as a PT, so he's going to be a fit, strong guy. Let's. I just generally hope he's had a really good camp. He's fit, and we both put on a cracking show. But as I say, I've lost to an Englishman in Wales, so it's time for me to beat an Englishman in England now.
Yeah, it's good being away fight as well. I mean, I come to Scotland, so I like going down south and beating the cunts as well.
Yeah, we go as a team together now. But
exactly,
bring a bad fight, bring a fucking shit. We got a new fella.
Aye, mate, that's good that way. You know what I mean? It's obviously hard going into home territory as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Sometimes people do feel the pressure of that, but if you're not gonna fuck, mate, when they ball you.
No, I don't, mate. As I say, Paul will tell the lads will see you. I say I thrive off it anyway, mate. To say excuse me, the English boys come down to Fort in Cardiff last time. It's the same for them. And if you're going to be fighting at this level, mate, you've got to be able to fight on the road. This point, you can't just fucking fight in your own backyard all the time, mate.
The top level, mate. You know what I mean? And every cunt bleeds the exact same way. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
We're all in the same boat, mate.
100%.
Yeah,
100% for that.
I have to make reference to the Welsh supporters. Like they were loud and loyal, weren't they? They were
good crowd, mate. Yeah,
good crowd. I know you're proud, aren't you?
Yeah, they say the country. That's where we are. And with the valleys, I say a lot of us. It's such a tight area with the volume of people that live here. A lot of us know each other, or a lot of us know other fighters who were on that show. A lot of the crowd know us from training together and so on, and other shows we've been on. and we all tend to get behind each other then. So, as I say, if I had 30, 40 people there, there's another 300 or 400 that know us. So it's just one of them, like, you know. But I am looking forward to going up to Stoke and having a different angle of it, you know. As I said, I'm getting on a bit and I want to experience it all. So having the opportunity to get across the bridge and fight is, you know, it's another one ticked off a box for me as such, you know what I mean?
How old are you?
41.
Fucking hell, man.
I know I'm good looking for 41, and I.
Yeah.
I'm only, you look, I bet you're younger than me, you look older than me, don't you?
Because I've got a fucking beard, mate, I'm tired.
It's nothing to do with the fucking beard, mate.
Fucking that's what I'm, man. 25 and in my prime, you know what I mean? I'm fucking hard as fuck as well.
You ain't 20. Fuck, you must have had a hell of a paper out when you was a kid.
Fucking didn't, eh? Look at the party.
I can see how me and you could have a belt time when we get to Stoke, son. We could have a good night
one,
to do that.
So, it depends if I'm on the card or not, eh?
You are?
Depends if I'm on the card.
Well, come down and just get pissed with me anyway, don't worry about it.
I'll still do that as well, but it depends on how wild it goes.
Yeah, right, though, son, right, though.
So,
So what does it mean to you, Nicky, the support of your fans and your, you know?
Everything, mate, to be honest. I hit a bit of a low spot in life before I got back in the ring. Everything went tits up for me. And I was down with my luck and fucking everything kicked in. I felt, you know, I ended up on a piss a lot. So I've gone back fighting and getting support, obviously, from friends and family and my kids, especially Mia and Oshan. They are behind me 100%. To get the sponsors I'm getting as well, mate, to say I'm very lucky. People come on and sponsor me. I get massive support from sponsors. And to have that support, you know, compared to when it was maybe just a year ago, even to where I am now, mentally, physically, I'm just in a better place. And without the support of my friends, family, my sponsors, and everyone who bought the ticket for my fights, I wouldn't be in this position right now. I don't know where I'd be. So as I say, from my heart to yours, guys, I say I'm eternally grateful. I say my two little kids, they sacrifice so much for me to train through these camps when I've got them. Sometimes we can't go and do this, can't go do that, what the children are doing. So for my kids, I thank you too, boy, too as well, me and Roshan, you know, for giving up your time. Sometimes come to the gym with me and train with me or watch me training. So it's, when you think about everything that everyone does, it's a big ask for some people. But thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you.
That's a good thing, is what I mean, because it is fucking, obviously the kids are sitting there sacrificing as well. They're missing it as well, aren't they? Because you want to fight in that. But at the end of the fight, the way you see it is you're fighting in December, you know what I mean? Santa's coming, all the rest of the shit. So they'll get treated more, obviously, for what they've missed. So it's a win-win situation. You get to fight, they get treated more, Santa comes along and sees them, so it's all right that way.
Yeah, you're right enough. But another thing, another swing around to it is, like now, when we do go places, with me, my head and everything, and my fitness being better, if we go to the park, I'm playing a lot more with my kids. I'm doing a lot more with them. We're a lot more active together. Where I would have, you know, if I weren't like this in this frame of mind and this, you know, state of mind now, I wouldn't have been as active and enjoying as much with them. So there's pros and cons to both sides of it, like, you know, guys.
Yeah, they don't really know what's happening with the kids. They think it's happening. They like what they want to go to the park and that, but they can't. But it is.
Yeah.
I
did say my daughter's 9, Mia's 9. She's totally understanding. I mean, she comes, we wake up early morning. I've got my own boxing gym now, so me and her, we training buddies. She'll come up early in the morning with me. She'll shout at me when I'm punching the bag and keep me going and stuff. Then I'll take her for 2 rounds on the pads and I finish. And she's keen as mustard as well. I think she's going to be the next fighter in my family, and I think she's really enjoying it. She's awesome. She is, fair play to her. She's doing really well at it.
It is good to see that. I mean, my wee boy that you've seen earlier on, he's 9. My boy's 9. He's done 4 Thai boxing. He does 4 Thai boxing fights for his first fight at 4-year-old. So it is good to obviously see that happening. With your kids want to be involved in it. And then I've got a daughter as well. And then Robin, my partner, she's got 2 kids. So we've got 4 kids obviously between us. So it's a bit of a hectic thing. And me being in fight camp, or like Robin's in fight camp and that as well, it is quite a lot of stuff that we can't really do much of. But it always works out the best for the kids, at the end of it, after it's all happened. Once the nights happen, it's pretty much all go. Robin's birthday is on the 4th of December, so December's going to be pretty much fucking Robin's birthday and then Christmas and celebrating December. That's the way it's going to be. So you'll be the exact same after your fight and celebrating December. Coming up
I'm really looking forward to having a nice Christmas, mate. Because then my next fight is penciled in for February the 25th. I think it is in Cardiff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a nice chill over Christmas. Because this year, every time I fought, I've gone straight back into another fight. So I haven't really had a nice break, where I can eat what I want. I've had a couple of days where I've, gone a bit gluttonous on the stuff that I've all fancied through my camp, and then I got straight back into training. So after the fight on the 6th, now I'm going to have a proper fucking month off. Still take over training, but I'm not going to be, on a camp as such. So I have some quality time with my kids. I'm going to go and eat all the fucking crap that I wanted and I fancied through my camps and really have a chill out. And then January the 1st, then January the 2nd, whatever, we'll snap back on ready for that fight on February the 25th then.
Yeah.
That's good. I think the next one after Cardiff, Newcastle, I think, so.
Is there one up in Newcastle? We'll see. I wouldn't mind if I come up to Newcastle. I've heard there's a good club scene up in Newcastle. So, Steph, if you want me up in Newcastle, let me know nice and early, kid.
Right, guys, I need to get going because Robin's in the next fucking podcast at 8 o'clock. So, I'm going to love you and leave you. Nicky, I'll see you on fight night. Enjoy the rest of your camp, mate, and we'll see you there.
Great talking to you, mate. Have a safe journey down to Stoke and we can have a beer after the fight, right, mate?
I'll see you on Friday, you know what I mean? We'll have a beer on Friday.
No, not on the Friday. Don't get me pissed before the fight, son. You've got this a fucking lethal to do. Take it easy, my man. Take it easy.
He's a phone after it. I'll get a phone after Robin's first podcast, right?
I will do. As soon as this is done, I'll phone you.
Perfect, my man. Right, take care, guys.
Take it easy, chap.
See you on December the 6th. Enjoy, my man.
Take care, chap.
Take care, man.
So what would you say? What would you say your biggest attribute is, Nicky?
My biggest attribute? I'm not too sure, mate. My good looks? Would you go for my good looks or? No. I don't know. I think it's got to be my heart, mate. I'm top of game. I fight anyone, anytime, anywhere, as you've seen yourself. I think definitely my courage. That's just a massive attribute because I'll happily walk into hell for a fucking snowball fight if I have to. So it's got to be my heart, mate. So they say I got plenty of fucking bollocks. So I think that's one of my best attributes, mate.
Yeah, that's right. What's your goal in Birmingham? Because you're 41, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 41, mate. What I'm looking to do is having a fucking belting year with it next year. I don't know what Steph's plans are. Obviously, I'll see how his next fight goes. I'll sit down and have a little chat with Steph. I'm gonna push through next year for certain. I'm gonna be chasing anything I can next year, and we'll see how I am towards the end of 2026 as to whether I'm going to continue. But I'm definitely going to check my full stuff into it, for everything I've got into it for the next year, mate. And then we'll see where we are at the end of it.
You feel good though, don't you? You feel strong. You look it.
Mate, I'm feeling better than I've ever felt, to be honest. As I say, since I've been back fighting, I've cut out a lot of the drinking. My diet's a lot better. Mate, I've almost got a six-pack, This time last year, I was looking forward to fucking diabetes. So, to be feeling the way I am, as I say, it's great. And as I say, I get next year out of the way. If I'm still feeling good, we'll go for another year. There's fighters still fighting, nearly 50 years old. So as long as I can still, so I'm not going to fucking hurt every fight, and I'm still living with boys and still fucking giving them a good strap, then I'll fucking keep going,
Yeah. You give a great account of yourself in Cardiff. You went for it, didn't you? It was like, there was no holding back. We were well impressed, mate. We were impressed with Tony. Tony was the veteran, wasn't he? A lot of people, mate, would have crumbled when you put the pressure on and your hands go. I'd seen what you done. A lot of people would have folded under that pressure, mate. It was like, it was only Tony's fucking had that many fights and being
That's
in
the
that.
thing. Tony's experience told in that fight big time. And as I say, I knew it was going to be a tough fight, but I left everything in the ring. I come out of there with my confidence, my pride, and everything still intact. And we had a good battle, like, you know. And yeah, I'm proud of the performance I put in against him. You know, I would have liked to have won the fight, but Tony landed the more telling shots, and he deserved the win, to be fair. He took some cracking shots off me. I put him under pressure a few times. Yeah, what I give him, and he just did back out as well. So yeah, class act, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, that's right. We're coming up to half an hour, mate. What can your fans and the public alike expect from you on December the 6th?
Fireworks, mate. I'm coming up there. As I say, I want to get my winning streak back on. I want to get my form back. Like so, you know, I'm coming up. I'm coming up for a war. I always go in for a war anyway. I'm coming into England to have a fight, and I'm coming home with a win, mate. And I'm going to be leaving it all in the ring again. As I say, if he's going to beat me, he's going to send me out on my shield, and that's where I'm at with it. I'm fit. I'm strong. I'm dropping down weight. I've still got my power, and I'm dropping down to like heavyweight, and I think it's going to be a big knockout coming. Like,
yeah, that's right. I've got any shout outs before we finish.
yes, mate, I have got a couple of shout outs if you don't mind. Firstly, I'd like to thank all my sponsors for this fight. So I've got the Lamb and Fag Linneath, Mulligan Spud Spot, AD Sealants, JJ Electrical Services, DB's Roofing and Guttering, Prince of the Ring Promotions, TNR Roofing and Building, KL Garden and Property Maintenance, Rico Scaffolding and Contract Specialists, and Jacket Potatoes Neath. They're my sponsors for this upcoming fight. And guys, without you, this wouldn't be possible. Going on the road, obviously, my ticket sales are going to be a lot lower than what they would be at home. So you've covered my travel costs, my hotel costs, my new kit and everything. And without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My next shout out then is to my two kids, Mia and Oshan Reese. I love you both very much. And I thank you for all the support you give your dad and everything you give up to be around me and help me with my camps and help me fighting. And we're going to have a great Christmas this year, I promise you, okay? Then my pool boys have asked me for a shout out. So I'm on my way home to play. They've got it on live in the pool club at the moment. So shooters, headers, get me a beer. I'm on my way. And then my last shout out is to my corner man, a man who's just come back on as a coach for me in my gym. He's a real good friend of mine, and I love him to bits. His name is Davy Joseph. Davy comes in my corner every fight. He pushes me, gives me the right advice. And without Davy, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So, Davy Joseph, I love you, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right, Nicky. Brilliant stuff, mate. Listen, thank you for coming on, mate.
No problem, my man. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate that.
Much appreciated. Listen, we're going to do we're going to do a few more lives, but we're going to get several fighters on, and we'll do a bit, we'll do a bit of back and forth. But yeah, thanks for coming on, mate. Solid chat. Listen, we met Nicky in Cardiff. There's not much I can say except praise the man, isn't he? You're a top fella, mate. You're a lovely character, dead genuine. Best of luck for the 6th of December against
Thank you very much.
Matt Soley. We'll be there. We'll be supporting you.
Legend.
The public needs to get behind you.
Sure they will. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they will, mate. You've got that support anyway. We've seen that up in Wales.
I go for the People's Champion. How's that? I'll be the People's Champion. For bad to the ball, I'll take our one, son.
Yeah, man. Lucky pants.
My lucky pants. They'd be with me in Stoke, but just keep things away from them, yeah?
That's it, mate. Yeah, I'll get Nick's to wear then. Above his fucking.
You're like Superman all the top, like.
Yeah.
He told me he's gonna swap him. He reckons he's got the shorts to match his t-shirt. So he told me he wants to swap him. He wants to swap him for my lucky pants. He does. So we'll see how lucky they are now. And if we might have to get myself a new pair of lucky pants, and Nick's gonna have my one signed on his wall. Look, how's that?
Oh, Nicky, thank you for coming on, mate. I'm going to call it a day there because people don't watch past half an hour.
Perfect, mate.
Mate, thank you and good luck.
Thank you again for your time, mate. Give me a bell tomorrow. We'll touch base tomorrow. Let me know what you want to do with these podcasts with the multiple fighters. I'm more than happy to jump on board and have a crack with the other lads. So peace out, my man. Thank you very much for your time.
It's right, Nicky.
I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Thank you. Right, guys. That was Nicky Reese. What a fella. Yeah, lovely fella. 41 years of age. You can only take your hat off to him, can't you? He's trying. He's getting what he can while he can. Reminds me a bit of Brad Donovan, where he's not passing up no opportunities. He's taking what. Do you know what I mean? Listen, you can only take your hat off to people like that. But thank you for tuning in, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and support all the fighters, please. It's important. Like Nicky's just said, every bit counts, whether it's a like, a share, or a sponsor. So listen, good night, everyone. I'm going to jump back on a live. I'm going to knock this off and then jump back on in a minute. See if we can cause some trouble. Good night, everyone. Or I'll see you there in a minute.